Crawford, get behind me, then fuck it, I'm signed.
Hot boy.
It's full time.
Us.
It's Carl Crawford, CEO of 1501 Certified Entertainment, and I'm here chilling with Hot Thoughts TV.
Rocking in the rolling. All right, it's High Thoughts. I'm not going to waste no more of y'all time with the awkward shit. I'm PJ. We checking in with y'all. We got a special guest, the legend himself. Let them know who we here with, bro.
Carl Crawford,
Yeah.
ex-MLB baseball player, now CEO of 1501 Certified Entertainment, in the building.
Yeah, amongst other shit, you know what I'm saying? That was just a little tip of the iceberg. It's your boy Seven, High Thoughts TV. You know what I'm saying? Like we said, another special guest, and we here at the Barron Collective. You know, shout out to the Barron Collective for allowing us to come do this here. But, you know, with no further ado, we don't want to get right into the interview. You know, we just want to have some conversation real quick. So, you know, how would you describe life like at this moment? You know, what's been going on, everything cool?
Life at this moment is cool, you know. You have its ups and downs, but, you know, for the most part, I'm still, you know, thriving, moving forward, and, you know, just soaking up daily things, you know.
Yeah, you still at a point where, like, you still keep getting new things? Or
You got to stay grinding and stay hungry at what you're doing, you know. You get tested a few times in life, and you just have to keep on keeping on.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Speaking of keeping on, man, I seen you on Angela Yee lip service yesterday. How was the vibes like with that?
Man, I was a little nervous at first because, you know, I normally don't do things like that. But it was cool once I got out there, real cool vibe. They loosen you up with the drinks, and the conversation is definitely, you know, out the chain. So I had a lot of fun doing it. You know, I wouldn't mind doing it again.
For sure, yeah. That's a big, you know, I feel like that's an achievement there. That's a hell of a talk show.
I was on there with, you know, Plies and Thugger, and, you know, we just had a lot of fun. And like I say, they do a real good job of, like, questioning, they ask good questions.
Yeah, and to keep the audience engaged, you know, that's definitely important.
Twerking on the stage.
Yeah. And then right a couple months before that, you know, Legendary Tours, how was that? Legendary Nights?
It was cool. I had a chance to be up close, see behind the scenes on a lot of things, you know. It's just access to stuff that I normally wouldn't be able to see. And you get to just watch how people prepare for shows and deal with the behind the scenes stuff. You know, it's a lot of fun.
What was some of the best cities you tapped into?
Well, I was only there for like 2 weeks.
Okay.
So, where did we start off at? I mean, Atlanta. What was one of the ones we started at? Ohio. You know, it was a bunch of little cities. I can't remember all the small cities. But, you know,
the energy was all good.
It was fun, yeah.
But speaking of, like, you know, just moving around, I've been seeing you a lot lately. So is it something maybe like a book or something we expect in the works to come
man,
from?
it's just that, you know, we want to get that 1501 brand out there, you know, and sometimes you gotta get at the forefront, you know what I'm saying, and get to work in it as if you would, you know, do anything else. So in order for us to, like, just ingrain that in everybody's mind, I gotta, you know, every day you need to see 1501 doing something.
Something about the time being right, you know. I feel like, you know, it's definitely the time to be right. Everybody's definitely looking, even just in the city as a whole, you know.
Yeah, you know, we definitely always want to put on for the city, you know what I'm saying? We want to set good examples. We know people watching. We definitely want to make the city look good. We don't want to make the city look bad.
Yeah, for sure. So that's number one.
Yeah.
So, I mean, now we can take it a little back into the interview. We just chopped it up a little bit, feel like. So let's talk the early stages growing up, Fifth Ward, the community. What was your friends like growing up?
I mean, you know, like I said, just like any other tough neighborhood, you got the trials and tribulations, but, you know, everybody is broke, so it doesn't seem like, you know, anything is abnormal. And, you know, I grew up with sports was one of my things that kept me out of a lot of trouble from doing things, and the guys I rolled with were good in sports as well. So I had a little group of guys that we all kind of came up together. We kept each other out of trouble, and we just, you know what I'm saying, we stayed that straight and narrow, you know, and didn't other temptations didn't knock us out what we was trying to do. So pretty much my whole little crew went to college or had something. I'm probably the only one that didn't go to college.
Okay.
Yeah. I would
little plot twist on that.
Skipped it up.
It's all good though. He went another place. As long as the level up was up, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Since we're gonna speak a little bit on music, you know, what was the music you was listening to during those times, you know?
When I was younger,
Yeah.
I was heavily influenced by, you know, Rap a lot, Screw It Up, Click. Fat Pat was one of my favorite artists.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
grew up on Scarface, Pimp C, all that pretty much. Lil Kiki,
Yeah.
you know, all that. BSG. I mean, the pretty much the whole culture.
Yeah, the list go on and on. Definitely.
I was addicted at a young age.
Shit, I feel that. I had my Houston head, you know what I'm saying, phase where that's all I, you know what I'm saying? I said I was heavy on Houston music for you know, a solid 4 or 5 years. That's all I was around. So.
Yeah.
I know you was in the like sports too. Every sport really. Which one did you tap into first?
Man, really, to be honest, basketball was the one that I played the most growing up. That's what, as a youngster, everybody knew me for it. And I started getting better in football and baseball. You know, I was just always good too as well. But you know, but I played all three at the same level. You know what I'm saying? I made the all Greater Houston team in every sport. You know, I think I'm probably the only person did that. You know what I'm saying? But I made it in every sport, and I hated to have to give up any one of them, but I knew I couldn't do.
All three, yeah.
Yeah.
So I know I read, you know, that it was part of a program that you were on early on, like, you know, as a kid. You know, how important was that program, and what was like that program really about? And
what you mean, a baseball program?
Yeah.
I was in a little league called Smokey Jasper, and it was an all urban league. Well, from ages from 9 to 14, and you know, so they was just real organized, sophisticated, and.
Cause I read about the reviving baseball, like for the industry.
Yeah, you know, so we I mean, we just was a tight group knit of people that was together from like age 9 to 14 and won state championships, and you know what I'm saying. We scrimmaged teams that was going to play in the Little League World Series. You know, blow them out. You know, we always had to pull out our birth certificates. They thought we was too old, stuff like that.
So draft night, what's the vibes like when Tampa Bay call your name?
I mean, man, I was ecstatic. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know if I'd get drafted or not. You know, I already had I signed a scholarship to go play football in Nebraska, so I was getting ready to go to college. I was waiting for August school to start. You know, so I got drafted, and so I guess this is what I'm about to be doing. You know, $1 million on the table. I'm out.
Oh yeah, for sure.
17. You know, out the hood. I literally went from being in the hood one day to the next day. Like rich, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it was like, you know, I was so young and it just happened so fast.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's a hell of a success to hit too at 17.
Yeah.
But then even like to this day, like which vibe do you think hit harder? Was it that getting drafted, know I'm signing for $1 million, or that first time you like, oh, we platinum?
The first $1 million was definitely hit harder because I'm coming from poverty. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming from the hood for real. So the fact that I can get my family out of the hood and live in better conditions definitely was hit harder. But that first platinum album was real, you know what I'm saying, just a success as well because, you know, it gave me the credit I needed to be established and known as somebody that's in the music business for real now.
For sure.
Yeah.
All right, and I seen like throughout the career, like 136 home runs, 766 RBIs. Like, what's the secret behind the magic? You know, because
I just I had a backyard style of play. That's what they call it, real raw. So the same way I played when I was 9 is the same way I played all through my career. So I just was a guy that was like, brought energy, would do whatever you need, play good defense, hit a home run, could bunt, to get, you know what I'm saying? I just pretty much do everything. So it was just cool to be able to like just be that same type of athlete your whole life and not have to really change, you know?
Yeah, I seen you went to Taiwan, you know, and played Team USA.
Team USA.
You
Japan,
got a couple
series,
All-Star games.
Yeah, All-Star games.
MVP.
I was like that for shit, so.
Yeah, so I enjoyed it. I had fun, you know what I'm saying? I got sons, I get to watch them play now, and they gonna probably do the same thing, if not better. So
yeah, for sure. I mean, just being in the sports, you know, it take a certain level of discipline, especially when you're doing all three at that, you know what I'm saying? But how do you approach, like, that state of mind you was in whenever, you know, you was multi-tapping into the sports in terms of the music business? Like, how do you...
It's the same thing. I just applied the same recipe from baseball that I did to music, you know, just I worked everybody. That's at the end of the day for me. I just knew, I said, yeah, I don't know what I'm doing because, you know, it's a new lane for me. But, you know, one thing I do know is I work everybody.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I knew for sure.
Yeah.
And learned on the way. And that's kind of how you see the rapid success from us just starting the label in 2017 to 2 years later, you know, we're top of the charts.
So how long before that, like 2017, was that an idea that you had like prior?
Yeah, I was already planning for it. You know, I was planning for it while I was playing.
Yeah, so you already seen it coming. Is it? Would you say like the relationship with like T-Fez definitely played a role in that?
It was a huge role, you know, because he was the only person that I thought, you know, can get me in quick. You know what I'm saying? Take me, you know, nobody wants to give out game and do all that stuff for the music business. You know that. So, you know, before I got caught by the finesses, you know, I wanted to tap in with somebody that I knew.
Yeah. Shit, so before, I mean, because if people know, you know, and for those who don't know, you know, the Studio 1501, or like the label, that's been some years in the work, but like I seen you say, you know, Megan's just the one that took off. But how were the early stages? You know,
early stages are always rough because it's trial and error. But, you know, you just keep on going. You know, you got to set that foundation. That was my main thing. You know, setting the foundation. 2017, we didn't do nothing. We just recorded for the whole year. You know, and that's that was our approach, and that's pretty much what I want to do. Lay the foundation down, and then just kind of let it grow.
Yeah. You have a solid roster over there as well, especially with some new signees we've seen. You know, is there a specific process for when you go into when you scouting, looking for talent?
Nah, I just try to look for somebody that grabs me. You know what I'm saying? Of course, now you got to look at the numbers and all that type of stuff, but I still try to keep the human element in it. You know, if it's like grab me. Because, you know, pretty much, to be honest with you can look at it in like the first 10 to 15 seconds. And you just kind of, you know what I'm saying? That's how it really is. You know?
Like all vibrations.
It don't take long.
It's a feeling, you know, man.
It just be, even if you watch shows or movies, they'll be performing, you'll be like, oh, see, and you'll be like, and that's all it take right there, 10 seconds.
Shit. So we talked about the relationship, you know, with T-Fez, another key relationship that's been, you know, Jay Prince.
Right.
How did that, you know, come about? Because, I mean, like we
Jay Prince?
Yeah.
Well, Jay Prince came about because, you know, unfortunately, this is a doggy-dog world, you know, and it's real cutthroat. Sharks attack the weak if it's there to get 8, you know. So apparently I got looked upon as a weakling, and you know, had to
reintroduce myself. My name is Hope.
Something like that. You know, and of course nobody even really knew I knew him like that, you know, and that's why they tried to do what they tried to do, and they got reminded real quick, you know what I'm saying, that, you know, they just wasn't finna.
And I mean,
for
sure. A mogul like that, you know, the energy is felt, you know.
I mean, he's just well respected, and you know, like I said, we had visions of keeping this stuff down here in the South, in Houston, like where we started. We didn't want to do some of the things that they tried to do, and he definitely helped walk that back down this way, you know, and I, you know, appreciate that.
All right, so. We tapped in with some of the team, but for everyone who doesn't know, who is all part of the 1501 roster?
Right now it's Kayana Lisa. She's out of Atlanta right now, another girl rapper. You got D-Raw here in Houston. You know, he's doing his thing. Then we got Rayleigh Rose, the singer, you know. And so we got those 3 right now. And, of course, Megan the Stallion. So,
even you know, like with earlier, like Lil Ju, you know, how was that relationship? Because I mean,
Lil Ju, we good. He
go back.
You know, he blew up. That's what we was here for, for situations just like that. You know what I'm saying? Sure. And he's with Sony now, but he still come work with us. But like I'm saying, he was a guy that worked in the studio all night. You know what I'm saying? Come whenever. You know, he did what he was supposed to do, but get where he's at. So everything that's happening for him, he deserves it all.
No, for sure.
I saw y'all signed a new producer. Kobe.
Yep. Young man. We looking to sign even more young ones. You know? We just want to keep that flowing. That's what we want it to be, the pipeline, you know, through Houston. Getting new talents to the labels or whatever, you know, just you know, if you, like I say, if you just film and you just want to film for, we want to make you the best filmer one day. We all about giving like people a chance to just become who they should be.
Yeah. So what does someone have to do to earn the 1501 chain?
You just you gotta be down for the cause. You know, in the beginning, you know, it's gotta like, you know, just what they say, stay down to the come up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how was like the first moments when you, because like you said, it's been some years in the work, so once you see everything happen, it's like, you know, you reaping everything yourself. So
yeah, see, you know, it takes a while for you to actually see it, but when you see it, you know what I'm saying, it's definitely worth all the hard work. But you know, it's rough getting to that, but you know, if you can find a way to do it and you can just really, you know, stand your ground on everything, it's nice at the end, you know.
Yeah, because like when it happened,
from making what 1,500 a show to 500 a show to 100,000 a show, you know. So you see it back, you know. But you gotta, it's a process.
Yeah. Cause it's like a domino effect, you know. Once it start hitting,
once you get in. So it's up to you to keep it going, you know. And that's why we want to have other acts ready and just get through that window. You know, we don't want to miss that window because it closed pretty quick. You know what I'm saying? From what I hear.
So we jumping into a new season right now. It's fall.
Right.
What would you say was like the hottest song of the summer for you?
For 1501?
1501 or your playlist in general?
One of the hottest songs of the summer. Bias, you know. I'm gonna say 1501. I'm gonna say Cash Shit or Hot Girl Summer. One of them, you know.
Nah, for sure. Yeah. They doing numbers, going dumb on YouTube.
I know Baby had a good summer, but you know, like,
right there with us. Yeah.
Stay with the home team.
Yeah. So what would you say, like, you know, it's still early in the stages, and I can see already, you know, everybody can see it. The long-term goal here is longevity in this game. What would you say is like the mission statement for 1501? Like, you know,
the mission statement.
Yeah.
Just, you know, we just want to keep. We want to be the new rapper out of the South, something like that. You know what I'm saying? We want to be here for a long time, or just for our run, and we don't want that run to be a year or two. You know, so we want to do all the necessary things we have to do to dig in the ground and be here.
Yeah, for sure.
So coming in the near future, what is something that everybody can expect from you as a person, as a businessman, or just an individual?
You can just expect me to keep growing, trying my best to grow this 1501 brand. You know, you'll be seeing other artists get signed by us. You know, we gonna put together a nice little roster, and we gonna, you know, let you guys tell us what's good and what's not. You know, and one thing we not gonna do is stop. You know what I'm saying? At least not right now. So. Hopefully the people appreciate us grinding and working hard and can identify with us and want to support, and you know, we just gonna keep putting that music out there.
Applying the pressure.
Yeah. I want to shout D-Raw real quick.
It's
on hard.
D-Raw.
It's on hard.
My boy D-Raw hard for sure. You know,
forever. Yeah, we like the. Yeah, you know, he's you know, he's gaining some steam, man. I like where he's at right now. You know.
Getting better.
Yeah, he got no ceiling right now. You know what I mean?
He's keep getting better. You know, we try to keep him around other good guys, just sharp on the mic too, so he can, you know, he's one of those guys. If you put him in a room with the best, he gonna hold his own. Figure out how to get on their level, you know. So that's what I like about him.
Yeah, for sure. You know, we saw the love with Stunner, you know, and them out there.
You know, saying that was one. See, that verse at the end on his verse is a hard verse for him. Best verses. So and that's because Stunner was there. You know?
Like shit, I can't let this nigga outshine me. Now,
even though he's a man, he'll be like, you know, he's just real competitive, you know, and that's cool. Even that's with girls, anybody. We bring a girl in, hey man,
it's on good.
You know, that's why I do it. You know, but get the best verses out of him.
For sure. You know, so we talked a little bit about the music. You know, moving forward, is there any other checklists that you want to get? You know, other goals, anything, other endeavors that you, and just in general, you know, you want to get into the film? Because we talked about earlier, Jay Prince. You know, he came out with the book. You know, that's
you know, eventually we want to. You know, this is why I got into the entertainment business, because you can expand in so many different ways. You know, from movies to acting to just certain deals, you know, it's just you got so many options once you do well and it's to do well. And pretty much I just want to get a feel for everything and whatever fits us, you know, we gonna flow that way, you know. But definitely we wanna like bridge out and branch out to do other things that's gonna, you know, make the 1501 brand bigger.
Yeah, and who are some like inspirations for you, you know, that instill such a strong mindset? Cause you know,
Well, you know, really it comes from just, you know, how I grew up, you know, my parents, or my uncles, you know what I'm saying, my family, pretty much. We have a big family on my dad's side.
Yeah.
Everybody is pretty just solid, you know what I'm saying? So I always tried to like emulate those guys growing up, my uncles and stuff like that, my grandfather. So, you know, before I idolized anybody that was like or what you call a star or whatever, you know, it was, you know, I looked up to my uncles and stuff. I was trying to be like them. Still is some of them, you know, some of them probably act too much like, you know.
Yeah.
So, family first, though.
Yeah.
Shit, is there anything, you know, you might want to lead the people with? You know,
I don't know. I mean, I do know. Well, I just want to let y'all know that 1501, we the new record label down in Houston, Texas, and we want y'all guys as supporters, you know, Kayona, Lisa, D-Row, Rayleigh Rose, keep supporting Megan the Stallion, and, you know, follow the page, 1501 _ certified _ ENT, and, you know, keep us going.
Yeah. Real talk.
Hey, it's love. Appreciate you coming out here for so. You know, appreciate you sharing time with us. Like you said, you know, you're going to keep seeing us, you know.
Man,
we appreciate your time and all the hospitality and all that. Wish the best of the luck to the brand, you know, the label.
Sure. Appreciate y'all for having me.
Nah, for sure. Out of here.
It's love, you know what I'm saying? It's High Thoughts TV. Stay tuned. You know, we got a lot more shit coming out. Go support all the artists above. We're going to drop links to everything and let y'all know y'all already know y'all going to get flooded with it. So,
bitch.